Good morning. Now in today's session we are going to be considering about the data converters. The data converters are basically of two types: digital to analog converters that we can call as DAC, and analog to digital converter that we can call as ADC. The classification of the data converters we can consider as D2A converters. These are divided into weighted resistor DAC and R2R DAC. And A2D converters are divided into flash type ADC, counter type ADC, single and dual slope ADC, and successive approximation type of ADC. The D2A converter is sometimes which is called as decoding device, whereas A2D converter is referred to as encoding device. We will consider D2A conversion first, since it is a straightforward process as compared to A2D conversion. If you observe this diagram here, we can see it is interfacing the analog world using A2D converter and D2A converter. Here initially we have the physical variable that is given to the transducer. The output of the transducer is analog output that is applied as the input to the ADC. The output of ADC is in terms of digital form, and that is given to the digital to analog converter, and again we will get the output of the actuator that will be the control physical variable, that is the actuator output. So if you consider the variable resistor network here, in D2A converters we have to obtain the analog voltage which is equivalent of the digital input signal, and this can be achieved by designing a resistive network which converts each digital signal into an equivalent binary weighted voltage or current. So here if you go for binary equivalent weight that we can call as BEW, consider the truth table here. There are 8 possible 3-bit binary signals. Each of them is to be converted into an equivalent analog signal. Let the analog output voltage corresponding to 000 is 0 volt, and that corresponding to 111 is 7 volt. So this is the range of analog signal 0 to 7 volt, and it has been chosen arbitrarily. We could have chosen any range instead of this. There are 7 levels between 000 to 111. So we have to divide the analog range 0 to 7 volt into 7 levels. The smallest change in the digital input is represented by LSB, that we can call as least significant bit. So this is 2⁻⁴. This column is the LSB column. So if only the LSB changes, we want the analog output to change by 1 volt, which is 1/7 of the total analog range. So the resistive divider should be designed to produce 1 volt output corresponding to 1 in 2⁻⁴ position. So we can say the VO is equal to range into 1/7. So plus 7 into 1/7 we can call as 1 volt. If the next bit, that is 2⁻⁴ bit, it changes from 0 to 1, then the corresponding change in VO, it should be twice as large the one corresponding to 2⁻⁴ bit. So output voltage should change by 2 volts. Similarly, corresponding to the change in the MSB for 2⁻² bit, we can say here from 0 to 1, output voltage should change by 4 volts. So we can apply this logic to each digital input from 000 to 111 to obtain the corresponding analog output voltage VO as seen in the truth table. Thus LSB is given by a binary equivalent weight of 1/7, which means 1 part in 7. The next bit, that is 2⁻⁴ bit, we can say here, that is given as a binary equivalent weight of 2/7, which is 2 parts in 7, and the MSB 2 raised to 2 bit is given a binary equivalent weight of 4 by 7 or 4 parts in 7. The sum of these weights, it should be equal to 1. That means we can say 1 by 7 plus 2 by 7 plus 4 by 7 is equal to 1. So this is for 3-bit digital input. In general, for n-bit digital input, the binary equivalent weight assigned to the LSB that we can call is equal to 1 upon 2 raised to n minus 1. So you can observe this formula. Binary equivalent weight assigned to LSB is equal to 1 upon 2 raised to n minus 1. The remaining weights can be obtained by multiplying here that we can call as the binary equivalent weight of LSB by 2, 4 or 8 onwards. Now if you go for the digital to analog converter, then we have to convert a digital input signal into analog output signal. So we have to multiply by weight of base of 2. So type of DACs we can consider as binary weighted register DAC and R2R ladder type of DAC. So first we can consider binary weighted register D2A converter. So here if you observe this circuit diagram, the circuit diagram of binary weighted register type you can observe here. The circuit uses a register network of binary weighted registers followed by summing amplifier. The registers 2 raised to 1R or 2 raised to 2R, 2 raised to 3R or 2 raised to NR. This from the network of binary weighted registers. There are n number of electronic switches we can observe here. There are n number of electronic switches. These are used one per digital bit and they are single pole double throw switch that we can call as SPDT type of switches. The position of the moving arm of a switch is controlled by the binary input bit which is applied to it. For example, if the binary bit, we can say here B1 is equal to 1, then the first SPDT switch will connect to resistor 21R to negative reference voltage minus VR, and then the binary input B1 is 0. Then this switch will connect this resistor to ground. Thus an n-bit digital word will decide the positions of all the SPDT switches and connect their corresponding binary weighted resistors to either minus VR or to the ground. So depending upon the positions of the various switches, the currents I1 to IN, if you observe, we have the currents for different path. So we have the currents I1 to IN here that will start flowing through the resistors 2 raised to 1R to 2 raised to NR respectively. So if you consider the n-bit digital input word to the DAC, that will be B1, B2 or Bn, with B1 as MSB, that is most significant bit, and Bn as the least significant bit. We can say this RF over here is the feedback resistor, and we can say I0 is the output current. So op-amp which is shown here, consider it as an ideal op-amp, so that the current flowing into its input terminals is 0 due to infinite input resistance. So we can assume that the op-amp of this figure, it can be considered as the ideal one, and the output current I0, it can be expressed as the sum of the individual currents through the weighted resistors. So current going into the op-amp terminal is 0. So we can say that I0 is equal to I1 plus I2 plus IN. So we can write it as I0 is equal to VR upon 2 raised to 1R into B1 plus reference voltage upon 2 raised to 2R into B2 plus VR upon 2 raised to NR into Bn. We can put the value over here either 0 or 1. So if you write, we can put I0 is equal to VR upon R into bracket you will get b1 2 raised to minus 1 plus b2 2 raised to minus 2 plus dot 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 plus bn 2 raised to minus n. So we know that the output voltage VO is equal to I0 into RF. So we can put this VO is equal to VR into RF upon R into B1 into 2 raised to minus 1 plus B2 into 2 raised to minus 1 and so on. So this is the required expression for the output voltage. Now if you consider this expression, the previous expression, then we can say that VR upon R, or we can say RF upon R, that we can say as K, and VFS is equal to VR. Then we can write VO is equal to VR into B1 into 2 raised to minus 1 plus B2 into 2 raised to minus 1 plus dot 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 Bn into 2 raised to minus n, provided that we will say RF is equal to R. So by putting these values, we can obtain the value of the corresponding analog output voltage VO. So here we have the 3-bit DAC transfer characteristics. If you go for this transfer characteristics, then we have used the negative reference voltage VR, that gives the positive analog output voltage. Now if you put the values in the expression itself, then we will get, if your input is 0 0 0, then your output is 0. If your input is 1 1 1, then you will get output will be 7 VR by 8. If your input is 1 0 0, so your output will be 4 VR by 8. So we can say here we have the basic step size of VR by 8. If you observe this transfer characteristic, this we can consider as the basic step size for the digital to analog converter. So if you go for the weighted register, we can say it is possible to connect the op-amp in the non-inverting summing amplifier configuration instead of using the inverting configuration. So this configuration has higher input impedance, and the circuit which we have shown here, that operates as the voltage to current converter also, and the polarity of the reference voltage depends also upon the type of switches that you are using. So if you use the TTL switches, then reference voltage will be plus 5 volt, and with the DAC we can see the output voltage will be negative 1. And if you go for the disadvantages of the weighted resistor DAC, then the accuracy and stability of this type of DAC depends on the accuracy of the resistors to be used. This type of DAC, it requires a wide range of resistor values. If the number of digits n per binary word is 8, then the smallest resistor is 2 raised to 0 into R, that is R ohm, while the largest values will be 2 raised to 7 R, that is 128 R ohm. Thus the largest resistor is 128 times the smallest one, and this proportional will be worst for still higher values of n. And we can say it is difficult to achieve and maintain the accurate ratios over a wide range of resistor values, and these inputs, or that can be put restrictions on the values which uses for weighted resistor DAC for the values of n less than 8 bits. Therefore, the resolution of such a DAC is poor. The finite resistance of the switches will disturb the current, particularly in the most significant bit, because the current setting resistors in the MSB positions are small in the value that we can consider.